This is Ruby. She's a 2.5-year-old Rough Collie from Illinois. Ruby was born on 27th of May 2019 in northern Minnesota, and she's a full-bred Rough Collie. In this video today, we're gonna take a deep dive into Ruby's life and find out as many things about her. So if you're looking to buy or adopt a Rough Collie, or if you just love the breed, I'm sure you're gonna love this video too. So please watch the video till the end. Although originally from Minnesota, Ruby is currently living with her mom, Lindsay, in Illinois. Lindsay is a sweet 20-year-old girl who has always loved dogs, especially Rough Collies. She is currently spending a lot of her time sharing Ruby's daily life on Instagram. Lindsay has always been passionate about helping dogs and hopes to help Ruby live a happy life. Alright, now let's talk about Ruby's physical characteristics. Ruby is a sable-colored 65-pound big-sized Rough Collie with a long and fuzzy coat. She's a dog of dignity and beauty with sweet, expressive, and intelligent looks. Ruby is perfectly balanced, and with her abundant coat and elongated, narrow chiseled head, she's instantly recognizable. Her head is light in relation to the rest of her body and resembles a blunted wedge tapering smoothly from her ears to her black nose with a distinct stop and parallel head planes. Now let's talk about Ruby's personality and temperament. Ruby is a sweet, friendly, and gentle family dog who enjoys being a part of all household activities. She's fond of people in her house, and she also enjoys playing with them and protectively watching over them. You're never alone when it comes to Ruby. She wants to be where you are all the time. She's very vocal and loves to run around and play, either with her dog friends or her humans. Ruby loves to be very active, but despite how hyper she can be, Ruby prefers to be the only dog in the house, because she can be super jealous at times and wants all the attention to herself. Now let's talk about Ruby's health and care. Rough Collies are generally healthy but are prone to nasal solar dermatitis, also known as collie nose, which is a condition where the skin of the nose peels, oozes, and may lose color. Most collies are also likely to suffer from something called collie eye anomaly, which is an inherited condition that can sometimes lead to blindness. Thankfully, Ruby is free from all of these conditions. She is still very young, and her mom Lindsay doesn't take her to the vet unless it's for her yearly shots. Now, here's something about Ruby's training. Just like most Rough Collies, Ruby loves to bark, but she is always eager to learn new things, and her mom finds training her to be a breeze. Ruby's mom has taught her all the basic training skills and tricks, but her favorite one is when Ruby waves by lifting up her paw. Just like most Rough Collies, Ruby's herding instincts are pretty strong, so it's no surprise that she knows how to herd her humans and sometimes even her cat brother, Taz. Ruby is an amazing family dog as well as an excellent watchdog. She loves to protect her home and humans. Even though Ruby's mom didn't train her to be a watchdog, she acts like one, and it makes Lindsay feel safe. Now, what about her physical needs? Well, Ruby is a pretty hyper dog. Just like most Rough Collies, she loves to play and run around often. But she also loves to jump on the couch and cuddle up with her mom and dad. Her favorite game is fetch or tug-of-war. She also loves to play with a lot of toys that she has. Even though she enjoys outdoors, such as walks or going to the dog park, sometimes she just likes to laze around and sleep on her mom and dad's bed. And not to talk about Ruby's grooming needs, as you know, Rough Collies have a lot of hair and they shed a lot. Well, Ruby is no exception. Her mom takes her to the groomer about every few months to get trimmed and bathed. This removes loose fur and helps to distribute natural oils from the skin throughout her coat. And just like most Rough Collies, it's very important to take care of Ruby's coat as it can easily get mats, especially behind the ears and in the armpit areas. Ruby has been going to the groomer since she was about 4 months old, so it's not a big deal for her, although sometimes she gets a little nervous, but at other times, she does pretty fine. So, what's Ruby's feeding schedule like? Well, Ruby is pretty picky and very much food sensitive. She doesn't like to eat her kibble, and she'll usually only eat once a day. I mean, you know Rough Collies seem to be pretty picky eaters, right? Comment down below how much of a picky eater your Rough Collie is. Now, Ruby's mom likes to give her treats and bones, and sometimes Ruby's dad will share his snacks with her too. So, what does Ruby's mom like the most about Ruby, and what makes her unique? Well, Ruby's mom likes the silliest noises that Ruby makes all the time, which she calls wookies. Ruby also has one ear up and one ear down, which doesn't seem very common for Rough Collies, but it's her mom's favorite thing about Ruby. Ruby also has a very unique personality, which makes her even more lovable. For example, she tries to put her toys where her water bowl is. She loves to play hide and seek with her mom, and if she loses sight of Lindsay, she will bark hysterically until Lindsay finds her. And I must say, they have a pretty good relationship. Now, what's the message Lindsay would give to someone who's looking to buy or adopt a Rough Collie? Lindsay says do your own research and make sure you are committed to a lot of grooming and training. Also, expect a lot of shedding, but it's all worth it in the end if you can manage these things well. Thank you so much for watching the video. If there's anything else you would like to know about Ruby and Rough Collies in general, feel free to ask. Lindsay would be happy to answer your questions or give advice. You can find her on Instagram at Ruby the Rough Collie. If you liked what you saw today, please don't hesitate to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See ya in the next one.